Whistler. We're in Whistler. We're in Whistler and I have slippers on another course walk, and this is gonna be terrible because obviously this is not ideal to walk on a contest course. We did one of those 2:30 a.m. wake-up calls today. We traveled all the way from Stockholm, Sweden to Vancouver in Canada, and then we hopped onto a shuttle that took us all the way to Whistler. We're back at Whistler after 2 years of COVID restrictions and things that held back the event. Now we're back. This is the most prestigious big mountain biking slopestyle event that we have in the world. Like, this is the biggest event in biking. I'm so excited to be back. I'm back on a bike. This is gonna be my first contest for the year, really, because I've been concussed, I've been sick, and I've missed out on things. I've had a lot of problems with my immune system over the last few months, but we're gonna get more into that in a couple of videos or something, because now we're at Crankworx. We're gonna focus on the contests, yeah, it's just sick to be back on the bike. I'm super excited to what we're gonna bring you guys along with for this week. Crankworx is obviously insane, and we're gonna show you the course today. We're gonna do a course walk. We're gonna go a bit more in depth of the whole course. It's good to be back with some videos. We have like a lot of videos planned out for this week, so you guys are gonna get all the videos out and pumping again, and I'm gonna try to stay not sick so I can keep on producing for you guys. We're on top of the Joyride course for Crankworx Joyride 2022, and this is where I'm actually gonna stand, and I'm gonna be so freaking terrified that I won't even know my name on Saturday, because on Saturday we're dropping in of like 20 to 60,000 people or something standing around in the crowd there. Good estimation skills there, Max. 20 to 60,000. It's literally 3 times more than the other. But anyways, there's quite a lot of people, and it's definitely enough people to make me so terrified that I won't even remember my name, feel my legs, or know what to do. But then as soon as you drop in of that little edge here, leading into this first flat drop, things usually just click, and as soon as you hop out, you're on. And it's just the scary part before you actually drop into a contest. But anyways, so we're gonna do a course walk today. We're gonna show you guys the whole course, give you perspective, and give you a bit of an in-depth look of the whole course instead of us just riding it. Because when you just ride it, you won't really see, and like the POV footage and stuff won't make any justice at all of how big things are and how all the gaps and stuff are looking. So now you're gonna know how the speeds are gonna be and stuff like that. But anyways, first feature will be a fairly small flat drop, to be honest, but I think it's just small because we're dropping into a dirt whale tail, and a dirt whale tail have never ever been done in a contest before, I think. But it looks amazing. The course builders here do a great job of building these courses into like they look so beautiful, and you just want to ride them, and they're unique and creative, and I absolutely love everything about it. But they're also terrifying. They do a great job of hiding that terrifying part for us riders in this beautiful build they make. But usually everything just works out great. The guys here are super dialed in, and I feel like yeah, we can't really complain. Like, this is just unreal. Like, it's actually not that small that I just said. It's actually quite big. But anyways, I don't think we're gonna walk on any dirt piles. I don't want to get like shit on by the builders before even getting on a bike. So I feel like we're gonna leave that be. But this is quite a good look on how the step down is after that flat drop. You're literally landing, and then I think you're gonna go no brake into that quite steep, but also very massive step down. Like, pictures online made it look fairly small, but it's not fairly small at all, I think. Bars. So here's quite a good look, I think. I don't know, Simon's behind the camera. He's not making any head movement at all, so I don't know if it looks cool or not, but it looks cool from my eyes if I turn my head around like I'm doing now. It's nice. It's beautiful. Well done, boys. Fuck. Oh, shit. Didn't bring my parkour shoes. I only have the slippers. So it's tricky to walk here. Why do I always walk courses in slippers? Like, it's literally the dumbest thing ever. But I got these right ones, and they have a biking sole on them, so I feel like they have grip and stuff, but my feet doesn't have grip, so it doesn't make sense at all. Massive landing into this. It looks like a bowl, looks like a concrete skate park, but it's actually a berm, and we're gonna be I think we need to just fully pin it in here. Aiming into this one. Wow, I haven't cooked it into a jump like this in a while. just been sick and concussion-y and sick again, and then I got sick again after that. I've been sick all freaking year. But anyways, holy, now when I got close. You want to back off a little bit? Yeah, back off, move. This is just ridiculous. Honestly, like, what's the point? But I guess, like, that we need to do big tricks and combos that requires quite a lot of time. That's why they build them this big. But yeah, good old massive kicker. This is gonna shoot us literally to the moon, and I think it's gonna be the biggest jump on course, because this year they changed it up a lot. They're just having 2 straight jumps, and then there's just a lot of like creative and cool and different sort of features. So yeah, I don't even know feet, meters or whatever, but it's big. Like, that's all you guys need to know, but it's very, very big. And it's gonna shoot you to the sky. I'm guessing that the landing is quite steep as well. So yeah, it's definitely quite a steep jump, because the landing is steep and the gap is not the longest. And it's a steep kicker. Yeah, obviously, like, it's just common sense. I don't need to over explain this stuff really. Oh shit, someone ate shit. After you land on that massive booter, we're going into the next booter, which is gonna be probably a jump where people are gonna do the most amount of like 3 combos, weird combinations and stuff like that, because this one's a little bit smaller, but it's still very big. But I think by the looks of it, well, it's not small to begin with, it's freaking massive, but I mean, I think it's gonna be a bit easier for rotations and stuff. They look quite technical actually. They're massive, steep and scary, but they're also technical. I feel like, because that landing area, the sweet spot, is very short because of the steep landing. So you land in that landing and stuff, and then you come here and you're gonna continue the course. No, but seriously, this is also one of the things that separates this course from a lot of the other courses throughout the season, is that just these small details and touches with like the roller knuckles and like the speed bumps and stuff, that just gives it a lot more joy to ride, and it flows a lot better as well. So that's just another thing that I can compliment the course builders for, because they actually put a lot of effort and time into details. So for this year's course, they actually changed it up a little bit. They have created an option for you to go whatever way you want. So they have the course actually splits here. We got 1 kicker and 2 landings, and then you can choose whatever landing you want to hit, depending on what you do up there, depending on what way is your like dominant one with the better tricks on. And that obviously leads into the next feature with 2 options as well. So I really love the idea of doing like a split course where you can like go whatever you want. It's gonna make it a lot more entertaining for you guys at home as well that are watching, and it's just gonna bring a lot more variety into the courses. So I feel like this is definitely like the future of slopestyle courses, that we have an option to go different ways and stuff like that. So 1 kicker, 2 landings. It's freaking massive though, like everything else on this course. Whistler is very known for doing like steep and big kickers that shoots us to the moon. It's also like the reason why Whistler is Whistler. Like, everything is just bigger, harder, scarier, faster. It's just the most prestigious one. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm speaking English. We've been flying for what, like 12 hours? 15 hours to get here, and then straight up on the course. So my brain doesn't really function as good as it should. Yeah. So yeah, if you go right, you land there. If you go straight, you land down here, and you probably die because you're gonna go into boulders and stuff. And then if you go left, you go there. And then you have 2 options that lead into that fruit bowl. This might look quite confusing. I mean, like, there's just basically a pump track in the middle of the course here. If you go on the right side, you're obviously gonna go down there. You're going into this massive fruit bowl here as well. Like, the build, just like the engineering and stuff looks insane. It's probably gonna be insane to ride as well. I have no idea how to do it, what to do, and how it's gonna feel. But I'm sure it's gonna be cool. Or you can go from this side if you take the left hip above Simon and me here. Yeah, you can ride this however you want. After this magnificent feature behind me here. It's leading into 2 different choices depending on where you jump out. Just a couple rollers, and then we're going into the Bonelog of Doom. It literally looks like it's just gonna shoot us up in the sky. So we got options, I got options, and then we have more options over here. So do you wanna come over here? Yeah, yet again, rollers, and then a beautiful looking berm into this one. I mean, just look at it. that it looks insane, it's massive, it's scary and stuff like that, but the thing about it is that it's so well built by riders that have ridden massive stuff like this for years, so everything is gonna be so good. I'm quite positive that I'll love the course more than I've done in the previous years, and Whistler is always my favorite course every year, so, and I'm excited to get on course. Yeah, massive Bonelog, steep one, so you're gonna see a lot of flip combos. We'll see if I flip it or spin it, as always. Wonder how many times I've said things are big today. It's because they are. It's just reality. So this is something that I'm really excited for. Finally got a massive quarter to bank setup back at the contest courses. It looks amazing. The proportions look absolutely insane. It's big. Both landings look super wide and nice and steep. So I think the tricks there are gonna be tremendously cool to watch for you viewers at home that are watching from the couch, or if you're here and watching, that means that you're a true biking fan and that you're actually here and seeing it. What am I even talking about, Simon? It's been a long day. So if you haven't noticed, like there haven't been a trick jump since we were up at the first 2 jumps in the bottom. Well, obviously the hip is also a trick jump. Everything is supposed to be trick jumps, but I mean like ordinary trick jumps, and I absolutely love that. I feel like the contest courses in the last few years have been quite boring in my opinion, so it's been kind of boring to go to contests that you know the course, how the course is actually going to be. It's going to be the same as last year and whatnot. So no, this is sick. This is a good refreshment for a sport. I think it's going to be progressive, and I feel like the runs are just going to be after that quarter pipe. The heart is starting to rise a little bit because you know you're going into the last feature of Red Bull Joyride, and the crowd down there in the bottom is literally the most powerful thing I've ever experienced when I've been a bike rider. Yeah, just people are just shouting, and they like the announcers, and then if you land, it's like in a movie. When you land, everything just goes silent, and you're just like, and your whole soul just. No, it's the most powerful thing I've ever experienced in my whole life to even get down to the bottom of Joyride. And I don't know if you can hear anything, it's quite loud right now, but they changed it up a little bit. So it's a new kind of like nose bunk feature on the up, and we don't have a step down anymore. It's on and off with a flat drop, which is sick. I love it. I love the flat drops. It's quite a big up this year. I mean, the tower itself is quite big every year here, but it's quite a like long up, and it's quite a mellow kicker. It's gonna be interesting. I think it would be sick if this one like nose bunk feature were used quite a lot. Sometimes they build them and they never really get used. People just do airs over it. I can't even hear myself, so I doubt that you'll hear anything, but yeah. As you see, freaking massive. And then a big drop in the end. Wow, woo, wee, woo. Oh shit. All the freaking bike park riders just dusting up dust. I think that's it, isn't it? All right, there you have it. Hopefully you guys got a bit more like perspective and thoughts about how the course is laid out, how the proportions are, how big everything is. And yeah, this is what we're gonna ride throughout the whole week. We're gonna start practice on Tuesday and then practice all the way into Saturday, the whole morning, and then on Saturday afternoon is when we're dropping in for Crankworx Joyride 2022. It's been away for what, 2 or 3 years now, so we're back again, and this is the most prestigious event that we have in slopestyle. If you're even here and can drop in, you should be stoked. Like, I'm so thankful. I'm never gonna take for granted that I can ride all these amazing contests that I do, and yeah, ever since 2016 this has been my favorite event by far, and I have a lot of ups and downs here, but it's gonna be sick. I'm super excited for this year's event, and yeah. We're gonna make videos from practice. We're gonna do some other videos. We're gonna film a bit with Sam Pilgrim. He's here as well. He's actually gonna be my assistant. I hired him for the week, so he's gonna fill my water bottles. He's gonna tie my shoes and stuff like that. So, and then we also have Simon behind the camera. Yeah, Crankworx Whistler 2022. You're in for a treat, boys.